Here's a quick video to go over the data and testing the game. This is the home page, and further down the page, if you roll down this far, you'll get a little list of numbers, and these are the individual pages. If you particularly want to try out one section, you can just click there and go straight into a particular page. Okay. Right, the data. Here's the URL for the page that holds all the data generated by the game. This is that Google spreadsheet. So we've got timestamp. This is going to be your best way of pairing up a test that you did with a line in this sheet. The moment that the data is actually sent is the penultimate page of the whole sequence. When you click this button, that is when the data is sent. By the time you're shown this screen, the data has been sent. So check the time code for roughly check the time when you are on that page, and you should be able to work out which of the lines of data has been generated by that. Here are some lines of data that I've been generating while testing. The first 6 columns are generated by the page, the form page. Let's keep going. Next up is data from the transport game, and this is the data in the new format that Angelina and I talked about. Track choices 1 means in level 1 these are the tracks that the player chose in order. You need to go right inside to see the whole list for each one, and then likewise that's for level 2, level 3. Then you've got the number of lives that were in the game, the total possible people that were up for being rescued at the start of the game, and level 2 and level 3. Then how many people were actually rescued in level 1, 2 and 3, and then what kind of transport game was played, and that will either be multi-track or solo track if we want to test out radar with a multi-track transport game and radar with a solo track transport game. Following that, you've got the columns for the restrictions game. This number will always be 5, but it would point up some errors or an interrupted restrictions game if there weren't 5 levels played in the restrictions game. This is how many barrels exploded overall across all of the levels, and this is how many help requests overall over all the levels, and how many times stop was clicked but the game said no, there are more places left on the board to put your barrels. Then we're into the descriptor game, and the way that the results are shown here is that all 4 words in that were shown to the player for each question are given, but the first one is the one they chose as being most like them. The second word is the word that they chose as being least like them, and then the last 2 words are just the other 2 words. It's irrelevant what order they are listed in. So that goes for every one of these. So in this instance, the player chose direct as being most like them, questioning as being least like them. Okay, we go through all the adjectives, and then we're into the opinion test, and this will be a number from 0 to 5. So this will represent 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the possible choices. And that, I think, is it. You get all those numbers, and that's all of the data. I guess maybe I'll finish with that URL again so you can see where it is. Thanks.